Elijah Walters here with Office Furniture Warehouse. Today we have my guest, Dr. Nick Hollendonner. Why don't you just start off with telling us, what you do for a living?
So I'm a chiropractor, and so what we basically focus on is treating musculoskeletal and neurological issues with not only the spine, but with all joints and parts of the body. So, everybody comes in with something a little bit different. Like we're talking about today, a lot of what I see recently with COVID and everything has been, upper back pain, headaches, low back pain. It's really a wide variety of stuff, but a lot of these things can be prevented and taken care of with simple steps you can take at home in your home office. So we see people of all walks of life, whether, everyone from elite athletes to, families, all ages, everywhere from, a day old to, 99. So we really see a wide variety of things, but it seems like a lot of what we've been seeing recently are people, middle-aged, 20s to 50s that are, going through a lot of upper back and lower back pain from everybody working from home. And a lot of people at first didn't know what was causing it. People are coming in and saying, oh, I think I have arthritis and stuff. And, when you kind of take a step back and look at, how has our daily lives changed with all this? People are living, probably 90% of their times at home. People, instead of driving to the office or walking around the office, they're sitting in one position for, like you said, 8 to 10 hours a day, depending on your schedule. When you look at it, you're sitting, people are working 40-hour weeks, so 40 hours in a chair at your little desk, your makeshift desk at home, really isn't to the same standards as some of the desks that are available now in the workplace.
If people are sitting in a wooden stool at their kitchen counter all day, or even if it's got a little bit of padding on it, wood back to it, whatever it is, if they're not sitting in a proper chair, is that something that's going to negatively affect them over a lifetime? It's said that the average person spends about a third of their life sitting.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Not only is it uncomfortable to be sitting on uncomfortable chairs, obviously, but, everything, when you do stuff long enough, it starts to affect the body in certain ways, and our bodies learn, and kind of adapt to how we do things. So, I think when you sit in a not ergonomically correct chair, you're causing potentially long-term problems and short-term problems as well, especially when you're sitting for 40 hours a week. So even simple stuff in terms of providing the proper support for our back, whether upper back and lower back, is super important. A lot of the things that we've been seeing with people working from home is something called upper cross syndrome, and what that is basically you have a change in the way the muscles of the neck and the upper back work. So typically what we see is you see a weakness in the muscles in front of the neck, the muscles in the lower traps, in the mid back. And then you have a tightness of the muscles in the upper traps and the shoulders, and then in the pecs as well. And what this contributes to is it's because of people kind of rounding their shoulders forward like this. And when you do that for long enough, it actually causes a dysfunction in the way the muscles work, which can lead to, like you said before, headaches, upper back pain. I see people that have tingling and numbness in their fingers from working at computers all day long. And that's just talking about the upper back. When we talk about the lower back as well, there's something called lower cross syndrome, and that's kind of a very similar thing. We get a weakness in the abdominal muscles and the gluteal muscles in the back, and then we get a tightness of the muscles in the lower back and the muscles in front of the hips just from being in that position constantly.
Well, perfect. I appreciate you coming in today and talking to us a little bit more. Where can people find you?
I work in Kenosha at Sports and Family Chiropractic off of Green Bay Road. And we're taking walk-in patients or scheduling appointments now. So if anyone needs to come in, give us a call and we'll see what we can do to help you.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.